And we're live. Hello there, anybody watching or is watching the replay. Really appreciate you tuning in. Um, right now, just doing this little stream here. I really just be streaming randomly, honestly. So probably gonna be on here for around an hour. And yeah, if anybody has any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. I'll be answering, well, at least I'll be trying to answer most questions. 1 second here, I just have to put this in my bio. Put this in my link real quick. Just waiting for anybody to join, honestly. I had one person on here off the rip, but now there's nobody. Let's see how this sounds real quick. I don't know. Sounds pretty a-okay. So anybody that's watching, feel free to drop any questions. See, we got one viewer in here. Whoever you are, identify yourself. No, I'm just kidding. You don't got to comment if you don't want to, but Q4 started 9 days ago, 10 days ago. Been buying a lot of stuff. A lot. But we'll talk about that when someone hops in the chat. This is what happens when you do an impromptu live or you don't really plan your lives. Not a lot of people join. Let's see. Miles in the chat, my only viewer. What's up, bro? $100 emoji, 100 emoji. Mood. Yo, Miles, when's the next Buy Box Bandit? Well, there hasn't been any Buy Box Bandit podcast guest yet. Who's going to be your first guest on that podcast? If you know. If you don't know, it's whatever. Sending in the unemployment club group chat if anybody wants to hop on the live stream. So we'll see. Sales today have been pretty slow, honestly. Sunday's usually my best day. Amazon wise, and I've only gotten 6 sales. Yo, what's up, BC underscore 831? Appreciate your videos. How would you say the switch to full time has been going? So the switch to full time, it's been going pretty well. It's not like I just started reselling and jumped into it like some people do, which is not a very good idea if you don't know what you're doing. But being full time has been pretty chill, honestly. Um, I dropped out of school to start reselling full time. So yeah, it's been pretty good, and I really don't have a lot of expenses or overhead due to living with my parents. So it's pretty cool. And right now, I really don't have to worry about, like, for example, like big expenses such as rent. So I could really, that gives me a better opportunity and um, way more money to spend that I wouldn't have otherwise if I was, for example, renting out an apartment. So full time, it's been, there's a lot of free time that I have personally. Well, not really, because now I found a way to fill it. So I give you an example of my day to day. So like, wake up like around 8 or 9, eat breakfast, um, pack my orders that I had, any sales that I had the day previous. I get those shipped out, and everything that I ship, I record. So um, I'm recording what I ship out, the process, um, and then after that, I usually source, or I'm usually here editing, or yeah, that's mainly it. And then I go to the gym, and I come back, eat, um, and then come back here, edit. Oh, actually, list. I've been listing more often because I've been slacking. It's been like 2 months since I haven't been seriously listing. But how did your parents take dropping out? They really didn't care after they saw my numbers, like that I could actually, scale up my business. And well, before they really wanted me to finish school, specifically my dad. My mom kind of already knew because I explained it to her a little bit more, and she believes in me as in any other mom would. But they didn't care that much, because I know what I want to do, and this is what I want to do. So going to school, completing a degree, and then just going back to doing this. I mean, I really see no point in that. Um, it is a backup plan, but I don't really have a lot of backup plans, like Plan B or whatever. So if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it to my very best ability, and I can't fail, or else you know everything's just gonna go bad. What's up, Cody? Cody's been clearing all the Walmarts in my area. No, actually, Cody, I went to your Marshalls and I picked up 6 pairs of shoes. So you or some other resellers in your area are sleeping over there. Yo, Cody, what's your email, man? I don't have your email. My bad. Just saw the message in the group chat. Yeah, in perfect situation to make a run of it. Yeah, I believe so. I also put myself in this situation. It's not like everything aligned, and I'm like, oh, let me just start reselling. Like now, I've been reselling for like a year, and seriously, and dropping cash and stuff, my own money, none of my parents' money. No, so it's um, it's been quite a journey, and documenting it has been insane. We're about to get Cody up in here. Cody McCarson, aka Cody Does Amazon. Let's see. Invite, email. Get off your lawn. 1 second here, Cody. I got you. Hold on, I'm blind. You got quite an email right here, Cody. Yeah, I'm typing it in right now as I'm speaking. BC, do you have an Instagram? Do you message me on Instagram? Because a lot of people like hop on the stream and I know them on Instagram or know their handle and then they hop on the stream. Y'all got so different people. I mean, y'all hop on the stream with different names. So Cody, what's up, man?
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing pretty well, man. How about you?
And life is good.
Yeah, man. How's your night going? What you been up to today?
We had a busy day. We had two different church services, and then lunch with my grandparents, and so just now getting back at my desk and about to knock out some OA. So,
Oh, that's insane. I saw that video of your that you posted of your son.
raise them up right. He said, "There. What do you think about the government? They're a bunch of stinky thieves, steal your money." I thought it was funny.
Yes, sir. Rodriguez in the chat. See if he wants to hop on. This man has been not hopping on stream saying that his basement. Well, I mean, his basement is done now, but he was saying his basement was getting renovated or whatever, where he was gonna live.
Rodriguez, get on here. I've never been on a live stream with him.
Nobody has been on a live stream with him. No, I'm just
Get
kidding.
on here, bro.
He was on Miles stream actually, and he was the first guest on well, my first ever guest on doing YouTube live. So
Nice. That's
yeah,
awesome.
pretty chill.
How's the YouTube thing going? Is it worth it?
So because I'm so niche, like my YouTube channel is so like niche, specifically only people who resell like
Sure.
only shoes and who only go to Ross, Marshalls, and those stores. It's a little hard to grow at the moment, but I am gonna expand out to do like tutorial videos. Teaching people how to modify boxes, how to ship something on eBay, and all that stuff. So maybe I
Just
can get more
full
eyes on the
suite
channel.
of just like full suite of resale stuff.
Yeah.
Nice. Are you mainly Amazon?
Yeah, I'm mainly Amazon, but I do eBay as well.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I'm
it was
trying-
like before I did eBay first, and then I hopped on Amazon, and then Amazon slowly.
Yep. I think that's a lot of people's story. You
Yeah,
get a taste of Amazon and you want to do that rather than create a listing and do
yeah,
one-off stuff on eBay. Yeah.
yeah. I really like the process of going through like, not for example, not necessarily hopping on Amazon like immediately
Mm-hmm.
and going through the eBay and knowing that process. I mean, all of it is basically very similar, kind of the same, but they're just different platforms at the end of the day.
Yep. Yeah, I want to figure out more shoes. I've been sleeping on shoes. Like we did a bunch with the outlets, but we were literally just picking up low rank, just like easy hit stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like the higher I don't think we've ever sent in a shoe that we paid more than like $60 or $70 for. This fool
Oh, well.
Cody looks like he jumped on from a prison YouTube.
Yo, they
I
don't
don't
got
know
no
what that
chill in
means.
this
What
chat.
does that mean?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We
no, I
got
want to
Ivan
get
in here.
shoes.
Yeah. Ivan and Nicola. What's up, man? But I've seen you have some shoes, right? You sell some like you have some shoes, right, that you've bought already.
Yeah, so we put a certain dollar amount on trying to buy some for just learning, trying to buy some for Stockx and Goat.
Uh-huh.
And so we did some of that. But we haven't really got any like we a lot of it has just sat because we didn't buy, we didn't buy very well on those. So but here recently, I was telling Miles we started buying for selling like higher dollar shoes on Amazon. So trying to figure that out. I've been scared too so far. So
Yeah, I mean, I would be too because with a lot of stuff at the Nike outlet, let's say it's some of it or most of it, most of those shoes are ranked fairly well, right? But the buy
mhm.
cost is like so much, like $50, 60, 70, and like, man, no thanks. That's why I don't go to the Nike outlet. Well, I do go, but I go there to film, and I also go there, just to check it out. But most of the times, a lot of stuff isn't worth it for me. But it's not to say it's not worth it for somebody else because you know people have different business models and margins
Yeah,
and all that stuff.
yeah, 100%.
I haven't asked any good finds on the Target sales the next 3 days. I don't. I'm not quite sure. Did Target's having a sale?
Target's always having a sale.
No, but I think I saw something like they were doing like 3 days something. Like I don't know what it is though. How many Ross and Marshalls do you have in your area? Um, I have like probably 5 in my area, and then to drive a little far, probably 6. No, probably like 10 around there. But I just have to go to Cody's Marshalls. He never goes there either way. I'm just kidding. But yeah, man. You don't go to. Oh, I know. I don't know this, but have you tried to go to Ross and Marshalls or any like that to pick up shoes for eBay specifically?
For eBay, no.
Mm.
The only thing we're doing on eBay really is used shoes, and then if we are in the thrift store and find something, like there's some one-off stuff on eBay, but mostly like 90% of it is just used shoes that we can pick up for like $3 or $4.
So you mostly thrift?
On eBay. For
Mhm.
for Amazon, we're doing mostly retail stuff. So we're doing, I would say, our out of total revenue, we're probably 85 or 90% Amazon. The rest is
Mhm.
eBay. But we're doing like whoever said Target, Walmart, major retail, and then some of the other like smaller stores. But it's literally just retail to Amazon.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like with you flip basically like not everything, but like a lot of things. Like with me, I'm specifically just like shoes and clothing.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't go to Walmart a lot or like Target, those other stores because well, first of all, I really don't know what to look for, and
Hmm.
like right now, that's not really the type of inventory I'm sourcing or looking to source.
Hey, it looks like you're killing it, man. Keep doing what you're doing. I would say if somebody wants to get into the Walmart, Target type stuff, like everybody says, just go in and scan 100 items. Genuinely, I think you should just join 3 or 4 Bolo groups or OA lead list or something like that. Like almost everybody's talking about the same thing at the top level, like the top, crazy flips type stuff. So like you're
Mhm.
gonna be able to find it in whatever group, and then go start there, and then scan around. But like there's a couple of toys right now that if you can go to your Walmart and pick up, you could double, or more, maybe triple your money on some of them, and that's a crazy opportunity, for the people who are
Yeah.
willing to run around and try to find that, that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I first started out with Amazon. I joined Carter's group, the Selling Fast Lane, and I was looking for
Mhm.
specifically Christmas bolo items, which was like I was like, what? Like, I bought something and sold the next day, and I was like insane. So like that's what kind of got me hooked on Amazon, like that little fast sale, and like
Yeah.
the type of volume like anybody can move on there is insane. So that's how I started, like going to like Big Lots, stores like that,
Yep.
doing RA for Christmas bolo items.
Yep. It's a
Shout out Carter.
cool opportunity. Yeah, Carter's awesome.
Yeah, he messaged me about that group like last year, so I've been in it since. Like, I really don't talk in there or honestly even check it, but just the amount of the amount of value I've gotten from it, I've just stayed in there. So
Yeah. Well, I have a group that I'm in that is kind of like that. Like it's a low monthly cost, and so I stay. I pay to stay in there, and then I go in Discord, and it's like 40 notifications that I haven't. That I'm backed up on. Say you got to actually get in there. I know I'm missing stuff left and right. But-
Yeah, I mean, I really don't have time to be checking like that.
right. Yeah. Hey, if you have your business model though, like jump. Like just go crazy with that, like if you don't need to branch out to random grocery and like, don't like keep doing shoes, you do
Yeah,
you
I mean,
like
I've gotten those ungates right, but I really haven't tried to go and look for items.
at some point you'll have more money than you can spend, and that's when you'll kind of be forced out of your comfort zone to not be able to unload all of your spending budget at the stores you're using. And then to those people, I say jump on OA. Like there's lots and lots of low hanging fruit where you can get 30-40%, and it just comes to your house, and then you sell it, and that's a cool thing. So
Definitely, I've been wanting to do OA. I've done OA with shoes, um,
hmm
but like I want like replenishable items, like for
yeah,
example, what Miles and Warner and Garrett usually talk about.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm looking for those. I found a store, like what is it called when you reverse? Like you go to somebody's storefront,
It's
right?
storefront. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever that thing is called. So I've found some items like that for like I haven't taken action on it, but I've been trying to manually source and do all that stuff. It's pretty
hmm
cool.
Yeah,
Vinny
lots of
asked
different stuff.
recommendations for a decent RA Bolo group. I just know the Selling Fastlane and Bread and Butter group, but I don't know if Bread and Butter is RA, so don't call me on that. But yeah, I really don't be in groups like that though. You got any recommendations?
I know a bunch. I have an affiliate for the Selling Fast Lane, and they're currently open. So that's the one that I talk about on my Instagram most. I have a smaller kind of private group that I run, but then Heat Seekers is one that I'm a part of that I've made my money back. Like they're really sharp with some of the shoe stuff. It's expensive though.
Hundred
That's like
bucks. Yeah,
$100 a month, yeah.
I was in it.
But I I think they're great, and I think it only takes. I tell everybody join them all and then fire them one by one. If they're not making you money. Flip is one. Heat Seekers. Uh, there's a bunch. Like there's some that are garbage, and I won't call them out because that would be rude. But like there's some out there that are just like trash, and so I would recommend get in and decide if you want to stay in or not, because some of them you just can't get access to. Some of them are closed off, and Reezy's Ninjas is like that. Like
Mm.
you just can't, like it's hard to get in. I don't know much about his, but I've heard it's good. So
Yeah,
um,
last year when I was starting Amazon, I applied, and
mhm,
then you got to apply for it. I'm like, what the heck? But I
mhm.
did the application, and I guess I wasn't selected, so I
Yeah.
never tried again. But I really don't care.
Yeah, it's super competitive. As someone who runs one, your main concern is just not letting anybody in that might be, mulling your information out to another group or something. Like it's kind of weird like that, and so, that's why you see people doing like the application and everything because,
Okay, that makes sense. A
yeah,
lot of sense.
if there's a group that is full or closed off, that that's probably a good one. But I say that, but then Carter's group is putting it all out there. Everything, everything like that, like they're not holding anything back. So you go in there, if you're going into Walmart's, you should absolutely pay the monthly fee to see what, like there's like two or three people in there that are posting everything. I'm like, whoa, stop, don't talk
Like,
about
chill out.
yeah, and but I think they all have value. If I don't know if you let me do a plug, but if
Go ahead.
yeah, if you join that one with my link, you get your first month half off. So you get in and don't you kind of decide if you like it or not. But,
Yeah, Vinny asked what do your guys' daily sales look like on average? Are they starting to pick up? Yeah, for Q4. I get like 20K a month, like now. Before it was like 10 to 16, but I'm pretty sure I can do 20K steady. For Q4, I really don't know. This is my first Q4 ever on Amazon, so my hopes are pretty high. I really don't have a number set or anything, but uh, yeah, sales are starting to pick up on eBay specifically for me. Usually, I only get a sell a day. Yesterday, I got 6, which is crazy. So, hopefully, it's not a one-off day. I mean, I'm pretty sure it is a one-off day, but hopefully, I got more days like that. How about you, man?
I'm at 1737 for today and 26 for the month so far. We're
Sheesh.
we had a couple crazy months a few months ago, and so now we're kind of getting back to reality. We're probably somewhere around that, like 1250 to 2500, something like that is an average day. But we have a lot going. I mean, we have we're buying heavy all the time, and so like it's not, you hear people say they're making 60-70% ROI. We're probably somewhere around a 20, maybe 25% margin overall. So like we're just we're just buying heavy. So that's why you see some of that higher than like that sounds high, but it's actually like it's not like it's not that crazy.
Hmm.
When you consider like everything that's going on with it.
Yeah, but that's still pretty awesome. Yeah, I think I calculated my margin like monthly. I think it's 30%. So pretty chill. eBay tips. I have caught many pairs that I cannot sell on Amazon, including some Air Force Ones. My eBay listing get very low views and rarely sell. I do better on Mercari for shoes. Vinny, with eBay, basic shoes like Air Forces and basically like basic shoes, they do pretty well depending on how you price. I would recommend you price more competitively. And if for Air Forces, I don't know how they are, but if you can sell them for over $100, then I have to pay the eBay fees because athletic shoes on eBay that are listed for over $100, you don't pay any fees on it unless you have an ad on it, like for example, 1% promoted listing or whatever. They take that $1, but um, no fees, and if you have free shipping, you just pay for the shipping, and that's about it. But if you want, I recommend run promoted listings. Um, if you have that ability, I know some new sellers don't have that ability, but try it and see how that goes for you. Um, Also, in terms of inventory, I really can't tell you. Like, for example, like I do retail arbitrage. I don't, I'd be finding shoes like some random shoes, and any shoe I think that's gonna sell or that has good comps and stuff, I'm gonna pick it up. So um, yeah, you just gotta price competitively if you want to sell it at a decent, you know, in a decent time. Um, yeah, I've never sold any Air Forces on eBay. Let me see how they look because I really don't know. So you have a lot of those Christmas shoes, Christmas Air Maxes. Where'd you get those from?
Somebody was selling them bulk on their Instagram story,
Oh,
and so that was when we were buying for when we were just trying to buy shoes to start figuring it out. We've actually sold a bunch of those, so that just one day they started moving on Stockx, and I was like, this is awesome. We're making. I think we averaged after shipping, we paid like 49 something each, and we're getting like 60 after everything was Stockx. So
that's
I'm
insane.
happy. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, those look like some pretty good shoes.
I might wear them if they were my size, but
Yeah, they
only
were
because
GS, right? Youth.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what I
I'm
would tell Vinny too. Like, don't be afraid to explore StockX and go. Like, I'm sure he knows that already. But like, some of the stuff that we've listed on eBay didn't get any traction, but we've been able to sell them on other platforms. So.
yeah, it's honestly crazy. Like for Mercari and Poshmark, it's like mainly women that shop on there. So like, a lot of like not too niche, but like a lot of like, I don't know. I bought some weird Converse platform shoes that I have listed on eBay. They haven't sold, but I've sold like 6 pairs on Poshmark for $90. I bought them for 25 at Converse. So I mean,
Nice.
they're moving pretty good on there, and then on eBay, nothing. So I mean, it just depends on the platform.
Mm-hmm. And that, I mean, that gives you opportunity to, some people are just going platform, like they're buying on one and selling on the other, and that's crazy to me too. I seen some Air Force Ones for sale on Walmart.com. I was running scans and on tactical arbitrage, and it's pulling them on Walmart.com. And so I looked, and it looks like a decent, like it looks like a bona fide listing. And I'm like,
Wow.
holy crap! Third party sellers are going to get on every platform selling. So like soon you're going to be buying random crap on like Walgreens.com, Dollar General, and
Oh my god. How is that Walmart store? So is this similar to Amazon, or is it like, completely different, like in terms of like, like selling on there and like user interface and like
you mean
seller
the
central,
party,
whatever?
like the seller selling on Walmart?
Yeah, selling on Walmart.
So it's going good for us. We've got hold on, I'll pull up my numbers on it. We just started listing some of the stuff, anything that was profitable that's in our Amazon category or catalog, we're putting on Walmart. So today we've got 11 orders, and since May we've done 134 orders on there. It's kind of like selling on like a website from the 90s. Like it's terrible. Like if I could turn in the screen and show you, but like you have to like it's so bulky and like hard to.
Wow.
But if you're an Amazon seller, especially RA, like a lot of the stuff that we're selling, we got from Ross. Like Ross is great. Ross to Walmart is doing really well for us. But it's just like random stuff, and it's going for like 20% more than it's going on Amazon.
Wow.
So like that's a payday. Like that's a big margin bump for arbitrage sellers. So.
Yeah, wow. I did not know that. So you're basically shipping yourself everything, right?
Yeah, pretty much. If we have a bunch of something, we FBA, and then we're doing the OA to prep. So if we're trying to send 100 units a week to the prep center, so that stuff doesn't come to us at all. But we're merchant fulfilling a lot right now. Like anything we pick up at Walmart, for the most part, it's going to be merchant fulfilled.
Nice. Vinny says StockX fees just seem too crazy to make a decent margin. Bro, StockX fees are like 10%, and then plus the like 2.5% you have to get your money out or something. That's not that bad, honestly. Compared to Amazon margin, come on. And they send you a shipping label. Like, everything's done. All you have to do is take it to UPS or whatever. But yeah, I mean, Poshmark takes 20% like of any sale.
Mm-hmm.
So
Poshmark taxing.
Yeah, I mean, but their customer service and all that is really, really good. It's not like eBay where um I don't know, like they always side with the seller. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, with the buyer. Like on Poshmark, they be siding with like the buyers too. Like for example, I sold some Hardens like a couple of days ago, and I listed them and like everything was fine. Size was size 12, and then I think some grandma got them. She was like, "These don't fit my grandson." The listing says they're 12D and these are 12EEE. I'm like, what? Like the listing didn't specify the width or anything, but I'm pretty sure the width was just like regular medium or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And Poshmark was like, nah, we can't accept that return because they're like, we don't accept anything that doesn't fit. Like if it doesn't fit you, like that's on you.
Yeah.
And they're like,
I like that.
yeah. They basically sided with me and they're like, here's your money back. And it's just like way more easier to go through everything because they do everything.
Right.
You don't have to like be like, oh, this happened and this is. So I mean, fees are justified in my opinion. So
yeah.
Can you sell lidless on StockX? That's the thing I don't like about StockX. You can't sell shoes with cut box tops. that's one of the main reasons I don't sell on StockX a lot. Because a lot of their shoes I buy, for example, have like they're not full box. The lid is cut off, so that really sucks. I really don't know why StockX just can't put that option. Has to be 100% new with box because Go has that option. So, and I sell way more on Go than I do on StockX. It's way easier. StockX me on some different stuff. Everything has to be perfect on there. I go to Ross. Ivan says I go to Ross and Marshalls and have a hard time finding stuff that show up on Amazon listings. Any tips on what to look for? Ross and Marshalls having a hard time. Wow. I mean, I would say just scan the name brand stuff, man. Well, I get what you mean. Some name brand stuff doesn't come up, like some Nike sweaters and stuff. I would say stay away from like Nike teams, Nike like football teams and stuff like that because a lot of that stuff isn't gonna come up. Um, but yeah, stick to like the big brands, Nike, Under Armour, um, just stuff like that. Because most of the times they do have listings, but when they don't, I mean, try to scan it for eBay because it may be worth it. But yeah, I get what you mean. I know a lot of the stuff I scan on at Ross and Marshall, sorry, they don't come up on Amazon. It's pretty weird. Like just you gotta. It's not like you gotta know what to look for, but like some stuff you see in every store, and if you scanned it before, don't scan it. You're just wasting your time.
Yeah, I would say scan the barcode and then try to photo scan it if you can. That works. And then if you feel really good about it, if your reseller spidey senses are tingling, then type in the title and see if you can find it that way. If you can't find it on the seller app and you want to do one more step, go to the buyer app and type it in, and sometimes you can find it there, and it doesn't come up on the seller app. So if it doesn't just pop up, that's sometimes you got to do a couple extra steps. But I'll say this: some of the best things you'll find if you take those extra steps, like most people aren't going to do that. So if there's a bunch of something, I'll do that just because I know if I have 12 of this thing sitting here and I'm able to find the listing and everybody else didn't, that might be a gold mine. That's kind of my process. And then if I'm going in Marshalls, I'm going to go in, I'm going to look at Nike shoes. I'm going to look at Crocs, Adidas. Some people stop at the bras and the like the women's stuff on the right. I've never messed with any of that. And then I scan through grocery. A lot of times there'll be something good grocery. Scan Ray Dunn. Look at candles. Look at any toys, any board games, that sort of thing. So I'm scanning those, and then come back around and look at the socks. Look at perfumes. I'm probably missing a bunch of stuff. Oh, and obviously, just like anything Nike, Under Armour, Adidas, I scan for the clothing. So and don't forget about kids' clothing too. There's stuff in both those sections. So
Man, kids' clothing is very profitable.
People will spend money on their kids.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of times, it's just sitting there and it's on clearance, so, why not? I haven't scanned kids' clothing in a while just because all the stores have been pretty bad in terms of like shoes and stuff. Clothing has been okay, but like, I don't really scan. So like, I'd rather go to the outlets and buy shoes rather than scan clothing, just because it does take a little bit more time. And then time prepping it, like putting it all in poly bags and all that stuff.
Yeah, it can be a pain.
Yeah, I mean, I first started out like doing mostly clothing, so it would take me forever to prep. Like, I'd have to fold everything and put it in poly bags, and I mean, I did it, so that's why. That's why I now prefer shoes more than sourcing clothing. I just got to inspect it, see if it's not dirty or worn or anything, and then just put a rubber band around it, and that's it. Have you sold any shoes on or anything on Amazon? Oh wait, yeah, you have. Huh? Yeah, you said you source at Nike sometimes.
Yeah, we've sourced at Marshalls too. We did a bunch of cleats and different things from Marshalls. Most of the shoes we've sold have been from either the outlet or Marshalls.
Yeah, have you tried any other brands or just Nike?
Yeah, I'm not ungated in Adidas. I know how to. I just haven't. I've never gotten around to actually
Hmm.
doing it. So yeah, our main focus is Nike, and then we do Clark's do well for us. And there's one other one. I can see it, but I don't remember what it's called. Um, it's like Clark's, something like Clark's. But anytime we see those, we're scanning those.
Yeah, I think I'm gated in Clark's.
Are you?
I honestly don't know because just until like a couple weeks ago, I think it was like 1 or 2 months ago, honestly, not a couple weeks. I started scanning a brand that I was gated in, and then I scanned it and I was ungated in it. So it was like Columbia, Brooks, Sorel, Reebok, a whole bunch of brands like that I was gated in before. Like I guess I'm ungated in now. Like I didn't,
Nice.
buy like some in the invoice or anything. So I was like, it was pretty huge for me because I had found a pretty good item that I found at the store I was in.
Hmm.
Um and I was like, wow, can't believe I'm auto ungated in this. So it's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised. I thought it would be more like it would take me more time, but it
Mhm.
was only for specific brands. It's not like if I go to like Skechers or something. That was one of the brands I wanted to get on be auto ungated in because I've never been into like Skechers store to
Mhm.
see if they have anything good. So, but now I wasn't ungated in that.
Hmm.
It was weird. It's just like specific brands, I guess. There are some good shoes in Colombia though. Yeah, I was some shoe that like had to go through the extra steps, like you were saying. Like I scanned the barcode, it didn't come up, but I looked up the name and all that stuff, and some pretty good, some pretty good margins on those.
Mhm. Yeah, I've sold some Columbia. I think what we found a bunch of boots one time. Like they were like higher.
Yeah, a
Um,
lot of them are high end boots.
yeah, like the ones that come above your ankle. We found a bunch of those. I think
Oh
we
wow, those are weird.
yeah.
Was the box really big?
Uh, I don't really. It was a long time ago. We were on vacation. I think we got like 6 or 8 from one store. But I the last I heard, we don't sell Columbia now. Somebody told me that Columbia and North Face do IP claims.
No.
And so yeah,
Well, North Face does, but
yeah,
it's under VF Corp. North Face, but Columbia isn't under that corporation. Like with Vans and all that. Like they're not under that. So I mean, I would be skeptical if they were, but since I
gotcha.
saw so many sellers and stuff on it, like on a whole bunch of listings, I was like,
Huh.
let me just buy this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
North Face definitely does though. North
Yeah,
Face,
sure. Okay. That's
yeah,
good
they
to know.
definitely IP complain. Because I was a little sketched out to him, like, doesn't Columbia IP? Because a lot of those brands are very, very similar. Like
Sure.
Columbia and North Face, like
Right.
it's very similar. But nah, I haven't gotten one yet. So
Fingers crossed.
yeah. I mean, there's also hella sellers on like a whole lot of listings. So I mean, yeah, I'm not too worried. But I did get worried when I got like two cease and desist letters from Vans. I got one from their brand. I was like, okay, Jake, Jake in the group
Mhm.
chat, he was like, just try to sell off your inventory. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to sell this inventory off and then just delete the listings. And then it was taking a little bit, and then they sent me like their lawyer sent me a letter, and I'm like, oh man, let me just get off of this.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was scared.
I got that same situation on a board game right now. I'm like, crap. And it's just like this one sketchy, weird board game. I should have known better. It didn't have an IP claim on the or IP alert on the thing, and so I sent it in, and I think I sent in like a 35-pound box of them, and yep. And then they as soon as they checked in, I got the email. It's just like crap, So we're not even gonna try to sell through those. We're just gonna bring them back and not mess with it. So
Yeah. My gym is done in my basement. Rodriguez, you gonna hop on or not?
is that code for something?
No, I have no idea. I guess it's so like his basement. I guess is pretty big. I don't
Gotcha.
know. He's living in there though.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Vinny says the Walmart Air Forces are fake. Very possibly. That might be true, Vinny.
How do they even get Walmart on there? I mean, Nike on Walmart. Like,
I'm sure you can just create whatever.
oh, okay. Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
I've never done it, but I bet there's an easy way to do it.
I mean, but they're real sellers, right? Like, I wouldn't assume they're fake.
It's an LLC that's selling them. So
I mean, I would assume they're not fake, but who knows?
yeah, I think it would be sketchy if I bought them from a third-party Walmart seller, and then Amazon was like, "I need you to provide authenticity," and then I'm like, "I bought it from Bob's Supply on."
What kind of printer do you guys use? I use a Rollo printer to print like my labels and FNSKU labels and stuff. That's it.
I have a Dymo.
Dang. I heard Dymos break or whatever. No, they don't break. They jam or.
I haven't had issues with mine, but I've heard that from a lot of people. Mine did fall off my desk, and so the top's broken. But that was my fault. But that wasn't I'm thinking about getting the I forget what the name of it is. It's the one everybody uses. Maybe it's
brother.
Maybe it's brother. Yeah. Somebody sent me a link. But I'm thinking about getting not the next one we get probably won't be a Dymo. We'll probably get what everybody else is using.
Yeah, the one everybody uses is Rollo. It's like the purple one or whatever.
It's like kind of flat and it just comes out yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got that guy last year. I was like, so I can be a real reseller.
Hey, for years we just printed them off on a regular printer.
Yeah, Renzi still does that.
Yeah,
they still do that.
Never thought when we went through 2 Q4s doing that.
Got more recommendations for Bolo group. Trying to hop on some seasonal items. So I mean, we went through some Bolo groups already. If you want to go through them again, if you want, go ahead. Zebra Printer Gang.
Nice.
Zebra Printer. There's some knockoff Rolos. Miles has a knockoff Rolo. I'm like, bro, come on. It's like white or something. I'm like, all right. And he's like, I have a Rolo. I'm like, no, you don't.
If I'm right, I think he said he's doing 10K profit a month and has a knockoff Rolo that he's put it all into index funds. That's Miles for you.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever gonna get a real one.
Hey,
he said until that one breaks or something. Well, I mean, yeah, it works and everything. It's good.
Al, I would say, the ones I went through earlier. I'm an affiliate for the Selling Fast Lane. I have a code. My Instagram. It gets you half off your first month. They're doing a really, really good job, and they're open. So like you could join tonight. I have a personal group that's smaller. It's closed right now. But if you watch my page, we might have stuff coming up. But it's smaller, so it's just kind of whatever comes up. And then Heat Seekers is good for shoes. I recommend them. I use them, and they do a great job for my wife and I. Flip. Who else did I say, Kevin? Reezy Ninjas, we mentioned them. I've heard good things about them. And then I also said, just for the record, there's a bunch out there that are garbage. None of the ones I mentioned, but like there's some that are just terrible. So if you pay a monthly fee, get in and don't be afraid to cancel if it's not good. Like there's some that are just taking money from people, and that is what it is. Maybe it works for some people, but in my experience, you go in, and if it's just a garbage group, don't keep paying them money. It's probably not worth it.
Yeah, wouldn't it be a little difficult for a beginner to know if it's a garbage group or not? Like, they're
Yeah.
just gonna think it's good, and I mean, you know, I would assume like if I was a beginner, if I hop like on any bolo group, I wouldn't know. So
Yeah.
I mean that's why it's good to join several so you can know,
Yeah.
like
The recommendation I give people, I use Twitter for a bolo group free, but it's only shoes. That's probably effective. Yeah, good for you, man. The recommendation I give for people that are trying to do RA is, either take the time and go find all the stuff yourself. Just know you're going to spend a lot of time and you're probably going to miss some stuff. Or join all the bolo groups and then just fire them off as they're not making you money. So, that's and OA leads too. Like, if you're trying to do OA, like join a bunch of OA lead lists. Most of those guys, what they're doing is they're just paying a VA and they're running through lists and doing manual stuff. And then, they come down to 10 leads a day, and you can kind of look at it. Does it make sense? You want leads that are profitable. It seems like I shouldn't have to say that, but I should. Profitable, that are going to actually make you money, and then that are also moving. And then I would also say when you go in, look at the leads from like 60 or 90 days ago. Like go back and see how those leads are doing. If they're all garbage, then then you shouldn't be buying the ones that are they're sharing right now. So those are some thoughts. I don't know. There's a lot to consider with that, but if you hire a VA, you're looking at like $600 to $1,000 a month. If you hire a team of VAs, you're looking at $2K a month. You hire a bolo group, you're paying like $30 to $50 a month, and you still get like a lot of the same information. So I think it's underpriced.
Yeah, that's insane. But yeah, Antonio said he uses Twitter for bolo. I'm like, how? He told me he just like follows some specific pages or whatever.
What's your Twitter handle, Antonio? Let me follow you.
Antonio, drop that Twitter at. He's a reseller here in Georgia too. He does only shoes.
Nice.
Yeah, we do the same thing. Yeah,
you guys are freaking smart for that. Like I'm selling everything from like toys to chemicals to like it's all random, just crazy stuff. And it would be nice to just have nothing but shoes, and like that sounds nice. Like that, like I haven't been smart enough to figure that out yet. But
yeah, I mean, but since we started, like I told you, we started only with shoes, and then we went into Amazon, like okay, let's try shoes. Like all we had to do was get ungated.
Yeah,
I mean that's what I did, and then we got the hang of it, and now it's going pretty well. So
it's awesome, man.
Yeah. Although I do want to expand onto other things, but like you said, right now I really don't have that capital thing where you said I have so much capital that I have to go buy other things when I can't buy shoes. But yeah, with shoes is like sometimes there's like a store that's doing like sales, and like I go to that store like for 3 days of the whole week, buy like 200 some shoes, and that's my shipment for the week. So I mean I did that. I did it the last 2 weeks with Adidas. So they had that 50% off, and I had accounts that I made. I had to spend money on those accounts to get like more discounts. So I did that, and I got like 50% off, and then I got 25% off. With Adidas, it's really weird. They don't stack it. It's not like okay, whole purchase is 75% off. It's like they do the 50% off, and then they do the 25% off. Like I don't know. In total, it's only like 60 something.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I didn't know that starting out. So I was like, I'm about to get 70% off. Nah, nah. Slowly, I realized I'm like, oh man, but still really, really good.
Nice. I need to do that.
Is getting ungated a difficult process? Also, when you guys get ungated, is a brand for itself on products or just the item? So, Al, getting ungated isn't that hard. Join a bolo group, you can get ungated. They'll tell you a way to do it. And when you get ungated, I say the only brands that are on the listing that I've experienced is Asics. and that's about it. But if don't buy anything that Amazon's on, um, in my opinion. But nah, like brands like Nike. Actually, Adidas does have an Amazon account. It's called Adidas Official or something like that. They sell their own shoes on there too. Also as well as Amazon sells Adidas. So yeah, I mean, getting ungated isn't that hard. And when you find a product, just make sure Amazon or the brand itself isn't on it.
Mm-hmm.
But there isn't that many brands that sell their own stuff on Amazon. Do I sell any Asics, Vinny? I picked up some Asics, not from the outlet. I don't know what Miles be buying at the Asics outlet, but that thing was trash when I went in there. But I didn't scan enough. Like I was everything I scanned was Dookie, so I'm like, let me get out of here. And so I left. But I bought some OA Asics shoes online. Shout out to Antonio. He told me about the site that was having a sale. Yeah,
Nice.
it came from Twitter. So that's his Bolo group. Target right now is spend 100 on toys. You get 25% off. What? I did not know that. Oh,
Don't study that.
I'm about to say, Cody, you gonna hop on there. Yeah, that's insane. So we got like 4 more minutes on here, then I'm gonna hop off. That's okay with you. I sold right now I just sold those Converse I was telling you about. I sold another pair right now. This is how they look.
That is the ugliest shoe ever.
Yes. Very, very like what the heck is this? You know? But I mean they're selling. It's crazy. And that's one of the other stores that is insane, like with shoes and like discounts. And Converse doesn't limit me. Like it's not like Nike or Adidas where they're like you can only get 10 pairs of their shoes, and in Nike it's only 5, which is just absurd. But um Converse, shout out to Converse in Woodstock. They're goated. Stop and get some help. How big are you? What? I don't know what you mean by that.
It's probably something about my prison appearance. What the
Oh
crap
my
is that guy
god.
talking about? This guy's in prison or something.
Yeah, I don't know who said that. I don't even know who that is. He said he follows me on IG.
That's funny.
Yeah, because I'm like who? Like some people sometimes they come from IG or like Miles Livestream, and I'm like I don't know who they are.
Yeah.
So I'm like, do I follow you on IG? Like, because a lot of them who hop on here, like they message me and ask questions and stuff. So it's good
Sure.
to know who's who. What important things do you both look out for when we're trying to win the buy box? Do you have to be replenishables to increase your chances of winning them? With the buy box, you just have to price competitively, basically, unless you're willing to hold out, which I don't recommend you hold out items a lot for Amazon, but I just price competitively. That's about it. If the price starts to tank a lot, if I want to sell it, I'm gonna sell it. So I'm gonna tank the price too, but nah. Um, they don't have to be replenishables to increase your chance of winning the buy box. You can have 1 unit and get the buy box, but I'm pretty sure
Mhm.
like someone who has more units than you is gonna have the buy box unless the price is not competitive, something like that. But yeah, just
Amazon wants to sell product, so they're going to give the buy box, as fairly as they can to whoever has the best chance at selling it. So good metrics, having shipping your stuff out on time, not having defect and the order defect rate high, and that sort of stuff. But yeah, pricing competitively, but you don't have to be the low price either. Like I get the buy box, sometimes, and I'm way higher than the low price. So that and some people run their whole business that way. They only price 20 or 30% above the low price and only wait for the buy box, to come around to them. So
oh wow.
but I would just say I would say good metrics and you know focus on staying in stock. If you're FBA, they don't like you to to go FBA and then be gone for 6 months. You know, if you're consistently in stock FBA, that'll help you. But a good person to talk to or look up videos on about that is Garrett. That guy's a nerd. He can talk about it, and he knows like all the answers. You know, he can say it better than I can.
Yo, Garrett's the GOAT.
Yep.
I would say go to Garrett's YouTube channel, but he doesn't have one. So go to Flips for Miles. Exactly.
Or Warner. Well, I trained my VA with Warner's stuff. Like Warner's videos, especially on the OA stuff, is like amazing.
Yeah. So go to Flips for Miles. See if Garrett talks about it in any of the streams or whatever, or the video, as well as Warner Fields of Profit. He has a lot of great videos on that. So we're here at the 1 hour mark, and that's gonna be the time for today's stream. I watch Garrett, LOL. Yeah, watch Garrett. He knows a lot. But thank you guys, anybody that's tuning in or tuned in. Really appreciate it. And yeah, thanks Cody for coming on the stream. Really appreciate it, man.
Heck yeah, man. Thanks for the invite. Have a good night, Kevin.
You too, man. See you guys on the stream. Thanks for tuning in.